Hey guys, it's me Ronish, and in this video, I'm gonna explain you guys one simple principle that is gonna change how you write copies, right? For your ads, for your emails, for whatever you do, right? And it is gonna work every fucking time because I've been applying this simple principle in all my ads, and it has, and here's the proof, right? Yesterday, I generated 6.7K with one of my stores with pretty good ROAS, right? And I also have email marketing agency, and this is one of the clients, revenue that we did from email. I'm not like gonna bluff about this percentage, but the most of the revenue that came from campaign is from the non-buyers, right? So you might have a lot of traffic that comes to your stores, that abandons checkout, abandons cart, or just visits your store and does not buy the product but enters the email. We help you get those non-buyers, and we hit them with our emails, with our copies, all this stuff, and then generate revenue from them and make them an active subscriber. Right, so that's how it works. So let me explain you what that principle is. So it's the fear factor selling the scare. All right. So I've been reading this book called Advertising. It's from Drew Whitman. He's a great copywriter, great marketer. And this simple principle is pretty amazing. It's very simple, right? Just selling the fear to people. But it's very important that we understand how we exactly use this in our copies, right? Because most of the people who are doing this, they're doing it wrong, right? So let me explain this. So this is not something that you think of it as a magical wand. It's like a simple principle that you use as a hook in your copies, all right? So you're not using this for everything, but as a hook in your copy. So yeah, that's one of the important things that we need to understand. It's just for the hook and nothing more than that, all right? So, sorry, it's just for the hook and nothing more than that, because what a lot of stores or what a lot of people, what they do is they like keep on explaining, keep on scaring the hell out of people, right? And that's gonna make them to actually not take action. I just think about a deer crossing the road and a random jeep with a huge flashlight ahead comes in the road, and deer just looks at the flash and it's just gonna stare, right? There's a lot of stories about this. They're just gonna stare and they're not gonna do anything, and it's going to cause a paralysis for them and they're going to die, right? So basically that's the same. If you're like keep on scaring people with a lot of stuff, then they're not going to take any action and just scroll away from your ad or whatever the type of ads that you're running, right? So it's important that you only use this as a hook and not as a whole copy. All right, so let's get started with this one. So I'm going to show you one small copy that you wrote in this book. All right, so just think of it as you're writing this ad to parents who have small kids. All right, your home is a cesspool filled with hundreds of strains of evil bacteria waiting to infect your innocent child, and as he crawls along the kitchen floor sticking plastic toy plugs into his mouth, don't laugh, see how he adds these small elements. Did you know that one single bacteria cell explodes into more than 8 million cells in less than 24 hours? And that invisible microbes, all kinds, can cause everything from athlete's foot to diarrhea to common cold to flu, meningitis, pneumonia, sinusitis, skin diseases, strep throat, tuberculosis, urinary tract infections, and a lot more, right? And solution, XYZ spray, it quickly kills 99% of germs on commonly touched surfaces throughout the home, and it's only about $5 a can, right? So as you can see, he uses this as a hook, right? Because people are still not going to buy product after seeing this copy, right? They're going to explore more about the product. They're going to do more research on the product, about the problem, about the solution that they're getting, right? So see, they're just using this as a hook. If you are just randomly using this scare idea and not using it properly and just, chat GPTing the whole copy, then it's not going to work for you. You have to think strategically, write the copy strategically, make the person or the viewer hook in every fucking words that you create, right? And then you're gonna think that, yeah, this is working now the customer is going to look at my product and go in depth, right? So it's not just going to work in a single use. You have to be prepared for that. It's just a hook that you're using to make the viewer read more into your product so that you can sell them. All right. So this can be used. This simple idea can be used right now for native ads. You can, create a story maybe, right, and hook viewers with your copy, right? And the thing with the native ads is, see, people don't like advertisements, right? People don't like advertisements. What they like is the actual feed that they're into, right? So native ads are basically the kind of ads that looks like native feed of that specific platform, right? So you need to be careful while making this kind of ads. You don't want to push too hard with what you're selling. You have to, even if you're selling in the ads itself, then it has to be at the end of the story, or maybe you lead into a advertorial or a listicle and then sell them there, right? So that's how this works. And there's another thing. For this to work, you have to follow this 4 simple recipe for it to be effective, right? And if you're not using this, if you're not making sure that your copy has all of these 4 things, then your copy is not going to work, right? So the first one is scare them significantly. The threat must feel real and serious, right? So it has to feel real. Your copy has to feel real. Your copy has to feel that seriousness. It has to have the seriousness in your copy, right? And offer a specific solution. Give a clear recommendation to overcome the threat, and do this at the end, and don't sell them from the middle or from the top itself, right? And prove it works. Show that your solution effectively reduces the threat. Make it achievable. The customer must believe they can actually take the action you're recommending. All right. So these are the 4 things that you need to keep in mind before you use this principle. And if you do, then it's going to work every time. All right. So yeah, that's it for this video. Use this, generate thousands of dollars. Use this in whatever the copy you want. It's going to work. All right. So see you guys in the next video.